guys, it's Toxic Jerry. Welcome to my channel. I'm starting with a clean face and we are just going to jump right into this tutorial. First, I'm starting with a NYX Retractable Eyeliner in white. I like to use these to outline my designs first because there is a lot less room for error. And I am just outlining the snakes on my collarbones, out around my shoulders, onto my chest, and then over to my arm. I also did a triangle on each shoulder for the skin. Next, I'm going on to the forehead and outlining my snake head on there as well. And then again, going in with those same triangles on the forehead, underneath both of my eyes, and then on my chin. Now I'm taking a red water-activated body paint, and I'm just filling in all of those spaces that are not outlined. You really got to make sure to get into your ears, because if you don't, you'll forget about them, and then you'll be left with unpainted ears. I'm just taking a detailed brush now, and I am outlining over all of those white lines that I already did. I'm just doing this to make it easier to fill in those spots with that larger brush. That way, I'm not intruding on those areas. You can keep adding color to build up to the opacity that you want, and then I'm just doing the same thing again on the body. Once I got that done, I'm moving into all of those triangles with a green paint and filling them in, and then I'm just going to go in with a slightly darker green and kind of shade in the edges to build a depth. After that, I'm going in with a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. I'm putting that all over the lid and then blending it out with a fluffy blending brush. Just make sure you spend some time with this step and really blend things out. That way you don't have any weird, harsh edges. Now for the brows. I'm taking a black pomade and just filling in my brows, giving them a little more structure and darkening them up a bit because they are covered in paint. Next, I'm taking the Epic Ink eyeliner, and I am just going back into all of those little triangles. You want to draw your outlines right underneath the white outline that's already there, and then I'm going in and making scales for that skin pattern. I'm going to do this on all of those spots on the face. After that, I am going back in with my white retractable eyeliner. I'm drawing the little tongue of the snake, and then I'm going to shade in its full head just to get it nice and white, so I have a base for the pattern. Then I'm going back in with my Epic Ink liner. Has the tiniest little brush on it, and it goes well over body paint, which I have trouble with black eyeliners doing that. They don't typically cover over body paint, but this one is great for it. And I am just going in and kind of making the pattern on the snake and going into the tongue. Once I got that pattern laid out, I just went in and stippled with the liner just to kind of give the scales a little more shade and detail. Now I'm going back in with a green body paint and just filling in those two snakes on the body. And I took some white just for their little bellies where they're kind of twisted around. Back in with Epic ink liner, I am starting off with the snake stomachs. I am outlining where their little bellies are, and then I'm going to go in and put some detail. So for the detail on the snake's stomachs, I'm just drawing lines all the way across down to the bottom. I put dots on the side facing the snake pattern, and then I just added more lines just to kind of get the curvature of the snake. Moving on to the tops of the snakes and the snake heads, I'm just outlining those again with that black Epic ink liner. I start off with their little eyeballs and kind of get the placement of those right. After that, I fill in their eyes with that white liner, and then I'm just going in and making the little snake's tongue real quick. I section off their neck, and then I just create all of their little scales. I grab black bean again and then just put it on my shoulder where the snake's going off, creating a little bit more shadow. And then I'm going back into the snake's head and I am stippling those scales like I did on my snake on my forehead. I went in with the white eyeliner, I filled in their eyes, and then I just kind of picked out random scales and filled in those white, and then I went in with the black and did the same thing. So I have some random scales here and there that are white and black, just to give it a little more detail. I did the same thing for the rest of the bodies. You're just making little U's and kind of stacking them on top of each other to create that nice scaly snake pattern. I went in with black bean again just to give a little shadow to where the snake's little belly turns, just to kind of deepen those sections. And then again, just giving them little black and white random scales everywhere. Just a little more detail makes it look a little more stylized in true Toxic Jerry form. And then I went in and I stippled all of these scales as well. I just wanted it to be as detailed as I could make it. I'm going in and doing the same type of thing on the shoulders that I did to the eyes and the forehead. Now, I'm going in with that liner on my eyes just to make that a little neater and a little sharper. And I'm just filling in what I already did with the black bean earlier. After this, I wasn't super satisfied with that red color. I wanted it to be a little more pinky purple. So I just kind of layered a plum color on top of the red just to get it to the color that I really wanted. So I was more satisfied with it. Now I am going in with a NYX shadow and I am just shading around all of the snake and snake patterns that we did. Again, just trying to create more depth in the look and really bring it to life. We repeat this step on the face as well with all of those snake patterns. Off camera, I also applied black bean to the lips. I am going in with some white body paint. I am just creating little highlights around the snakes and around the snake pattern. Again, just to create some more depth and really make those pop. And then I put some white paint on the nose as well as the cheeks to really highlight them and bring them to the forefront. Make sure you blend those in though, because you can get harsh lines. And then we are going in with that same NYX shadow and just contouring the face. I really kind of wanted to carve out my cheekbones and bring it down into my jawline and really kind of give the face like a sunken look. That's it. I wanted to give you a close-up of the snake so you could really see all that detail, and this is the final look. I hope you guys really liked it, and thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and subscribe to my channel if you like.